In this short tutorial I'll show you how to create a scene like this, where a character is animated getting out of a vehicle, which is animated as well, like the door opening and stuff. I use this little animation thing quite a lot in my machinimas. This technique can be like used with other props as well, like chairs, tables and stuff. Here are a few examples. And let's get into the action. So here is the setup. It is just the vehicle and the character. I have some prop lights hidden in the scene here just to give a bit more light to the character's face, but nothing major. First thing we do, we open up the menu object spooner database and we add the vehicle to it, so it doesn't despawn if we like do some collision on it. Then we froze it into place and take the collision off, so we can just go about freely, like walking through the vehicle and stuff. The animations I'm using here are the handover case animations from the Biolab GTA Online heist, where there's an animation for the driver and for the passenger, which is the pet model Karen. But as I'm on the driver side, I'm gonna choose the driver one, and then I'll just look if it looks right. And the next thing we do is we take our character, which is Michael here, we add him to the database and we attach him to the vehicle, so we can just pretty much like set him up to the place where the animation needs to be. And then we start just going through the attachment things and lining it up, fine-tuning it, and I just go back and forth between the spooner and the animation viewer. I have no like flags on the viewer except the looping one, and then I just see where the animation like correlates with the vehicle. So this takes a bit of fine-tuning and going back and forth. And when I'm finally happy with the result, I go back in the animation viewer. There we can see the character doesn't get out of the vehicle because he's attached to it. So this is what we're gonna fix with some animation viewer flags. So the most important flag in the animation viewer for animations like this is the no sound 1 flag. I'm pretty sure that the disable root motion flag, which is listed here, also does the same trick, but I'm just used to using the no sound 1 flag. I'm not really sure what like all of these flags do, but the no sound pretty much like disables collision on the character, and the gravity doesn't like affect him. Next thing we do is we take back to Michael, we freeze him into place, we disable his collision, and we detach him from the vehicle like so. And as we detach him, we notice that he doesn't like fall into the ground or anything like that, and that is because he's frozen in place. And then I'll go back and check if the no sound flag is on. I have to write animation like chosen here, and then I just press play animation. And as we can see, now he's no longer like attached to the vehicle. He gets out and walks about like so. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting a bit fancy with it. I'm adding a facial animation to the character. So I go back into the animation viewer, I take the no sound flag off, and I'll take the secondary task flag on. The secondary task works for facial animations and it doesn't like screw up the main animation going. And then I just search facial and I'll try to find a animation which is like fitting for this scene. Usually, like with the main characters, there are lots of like animations where they like loop, so it's not like they say anything or something like that, they just make a face and it loops. So I'll just go through the list and see if there's anything that's fitting. That's good. So to get the car animated, we hop back into menu and we choose the vehicle from the object database, and we need to put on the collision again, so the car doors work normally. If it's frozen to place, it sometimes does a weird thing where the car doors just there's like two positions, they're completely closed or completely open. So to get the animation for them, we need to put the collision on and take the frozen into place tag off. And now we get the simple part. As we can see, the camera like hops in the car with them because the collision is on. We go to menu customs. From there we take doors, so we can control all the doors of the vehicle. And now it's basically about timing. So I'll just wait for the animation to finish here. I'll put on action replay so I can actually capture it. I usually use action replay for scenes like this where I can like accidentally get it right, or it takes a couple attempts. So here we go. I'll have the driver door ready, and we wait for the animation to start again. And now it's about timing. So let's just take a look where he opens the door. Right there. And shuts it like so. And yeah, then we just go into the editor and edit the clip that we like. There's some clipping for sure, but camera tricks are usually a fix for those. But this is how I do it, and hopefully this helps you when you make machinimas.